Kurt, it's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier. All the parliamenting fatigue.
Of course.
In the lower bar.
Right then.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Gaymer and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
To my help! And death to the others!
Come here, my beauties! Come here, my beauties!
The merchant is there.
Good day, good sir. How much?
You can start...
There's been a misunderstanding. In fact, Master at Arms.
They're asking that we pay.
He's just at the price.
This is inadmissible.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
If these things do know...
Your master has apparently...
That's right. And so he must...
I'll be...
Sorry, Captain.
Following orders. Yeah.
This whole story sounds... You're demanding...
I'm not the one...
This stubborn...
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial... You are clearly life in your shoes.
And what would I have to do if I give you the...
Not if you were wrong. What if... And while you're... You'll just have to...
And the bonus...
Well, you won't...
Oh.
not just...
Well...
You're certainly honouring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Welcome! Have you... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail?
Yes.
Excellent news.
Very well.
The merchandise, but the port, and we've already...
Are you blatant?
I would...
Ah.
Well now, but...
Marvelous.
Well then.
Your Excellency.
Lord Des, I have been but
I thank
my cousin. I had no idea. Well, then, that please convey to your
You seem slightly...
a rather.
Do people actually...
Alas, as you can. This in any.
I shall see...
I thank the man.
Would you be so kind as to...
With the alliance, the greatest of this union was originally put our and of course today, each day.
Could you give me your understanding of the...
Our relations, the exchanges of I will not hide. But it is by...
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tirfredi for much longer than we have. What...
It is true. Alas, it is a luxury. The vegetation is extremely varied, and we discover some savage and crude, but you shall...
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been... If those big... But that...
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From direct
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir,
I have come to
I allow...
You are correct,
It is the mother...
Really?
To be...
Tell me more about...
Very well. We know, but we would...
Heresy is not... But I'm sure my...
The prince... For according to our sources...
I see. If you're heretics, I'll look into this and... How's Thélème faring on Tirfredi?
We built a Did you know our mission... And...
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say.
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, the Brit... which lead...
Could you tell me anything about
It would be a pleasure. And give thanks each day.
I've heard say...
The Lord... But they're...
I must be going. Farewell.
Citizens of Serene, come. Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malichor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malichor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your...
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His... Beach is well polished. I even...
Ah, you're finally...
In all honesty...
In this day and age, I can't blame you.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense...
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little... But, as I'm imperfect... If it...
Come on now, nothing...
As a man of science, in your case, it isn't...
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to...
To my help! And death to the others! Move! Things are about to get dicey!
Have you finally made up your...
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience.
You refuse to take...
You might have put...
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me?
Come now. You can... This might help to
Yes, no...
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
You again? What are you doing?
I'm not the only one that has found you.
I'm neither deaf nor blind.
The Alliance ambassador...
Sahin. And here I am.
Dr. Sahin warned me...
I understand if you don't. I would still be...
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned...
These potions are...
But you could just...
You don't understand this potion.
So you
I don't have a...
If this potion...
I ran tests. Small... The mob.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great... I saw them to find a remedy.
It is for an act... Your methods...
I don't talk...
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents.
So...
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver...
Sir, I beg you to...
I've heard enough.
How unjust.
Your Excellency.
Lord...
I tracked down your man near the... Finally. Let's just say... Matters turned... He is hiding in a room in...
Why didn't you...
Angry City. I decided it...
Governor, thank you for your help.
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
everyone! Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't...
He must have simply...
I doubt that, Joe. And it's been 2 days. Might I ask you if you... I would like to set...
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city. It holds certain zones are owned completely by us. And it's a good port.
Could you tell me anything about our destination?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land, and consider it. They're a very friendly people, welcoming. I've also heard that, but I wouldn't know what else to tell you.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise.
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So,
I wouldn't go that...
well then, the...
Hellfire.
Captain,
I doubt it. He's gotten into his head. He's placed guards where all that is not in the... Sorry, but you're...
sorry.
Commander.
In that case... Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could...
In the port jails. Not far from the... Why I ask you?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my... Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal. They were making quite some ruckus, asking to search our... We, of course, refused entry. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential... But we won't allow...
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning, but the day of departure...
This Jonas, does he have any...
In tradition, we are all members of the same family.
Might I have a word with...
As you wish. You'll find them over there.
You haven't heard anything about my... To be honest, we were...
Did you say he was my men's...
That isn't...
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some help.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
You cannot pass. Only the...
Perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Good day. Someone...
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Happy to hear he's
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart, and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cat, and when evening comes, we usually go down the...
Did he ever have one?
Never.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago.
Did anything seem...
Maybe a tap.
Why would that be?
Why?
I don't know where to...
No.
And you don't believe...
I like Larry. The itch for a drink gets us all. Here, yes. I call back to him.
I need to be going. Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man, who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for lass now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you, the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tum the other day, in the tavern. And then when we left, him and I, well, those brutes were there.
Why didn't you intervene? Did you report this?
Unfortunately, the captain.
Why would anyone want to...
How would I know?
It's just that I can't imagine... Did anyone else see the...
There was still I seem to recall kind of fellow open now and again.
Thank you, Lara.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the salt... but you...
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. People stopped going out there. And then, thankfully, the alchemist people were still destroyed. I also lost... Yeah, but that's nothing new to you.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. The Malachor and the epidemic. Now that we have a city there, quite a few...
Someone told me about one of your faithful...
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table.
I'm looking for a Nort.
A Nort, you say?
According to one of his...
A kidnapping. I would have noticed. Anything else?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name...
There was indeed a party here last night.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl, bro.
I'm sorry. Hair down to his neck, light brown.
I don't believe it. I hope you've come to a good half a...
Let me take a look.
If you can fix...
Here you are, to cover.
Excellent. Dangerous fella.
What kind of business?
Several. In any case.
Thank you for the information.
Off with you. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
No. I'm looking for a young cabin...
Yes, that does ring a bell.
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men they exchanged...
And after that?
It just so happened. And I think I wouldn't have thought...
Who was the rich merchant dealer?
No, sir. You are in luck. It was Sir Fontaine.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs.
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Are your boots what? Welcome! It's such a... Have you seen... Thank you for your visit. See you soon. You'll find all... Welcome! It's such... Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! It's such a...
Have you...
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Hello?
With a relay.
Finally! The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
You cannot pass. You cannot pass.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison.
Locked. It's blocked. I don't have the key.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs. Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Hello? What can I...
We're the relay.
Finally! The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
May the Illuminated save us.
The man to which...
Have you come to deliver us? Please, please, have pity on us. We are not heretics.
In that case, why is the Inquisition...
Our only error was...
It's true.
We fled, but the Inquisition...
Did you try speaking with the
Oh, we were even ready to say that we had never seen...
It served no purpose.
Tell me more about your research.
Our work
The disciple of Saint...
The very same.
With the discovery of... We wanted to verify...
And?
Teofredi is without any...
But in the original, he speaks of a...
It was written...
I understand. This voice...
The sacred...
Who were you hoping would give you...
We were hoping...
Our research...
By entering out...
That would be...
I see.
I beg of you.
I don't have the heart to deliver you to the Inquisition. Your smuggler is locked up. Maybe there are others in his band. Be careful. And
Oh, thank you, sir. You are a just...
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Good day, Excellency. It pain... Alas, I would not... I must be going.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a...
He is Enter. Might I help you, sir?
I need to be going.
Oh, I know you. And to what do I...
I would like to have a...
He is not here.
It concerns... According to...
I see. He has simply...
Excuse me.
Don't you see?
I am very surprised, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had...
Witnesses?
These witnesses are all...
My son was probably a gesture that you...
What was your son doing on a Nort ship?
It is what they do. Through...
What are you talking about?
I would have thought. It seems that you... This horrible... You will have no trouble.
Where might I find your...
I cannot say until the Norts have set...
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Norts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Selection, whatever you need to read.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin?
Have no fear.
I'm still without...
I spoke with a woman who told...
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up, to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a naught. Our ships are his home. And we are his only...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine.
Don't worry. We'll find him in...
I certainly hope so.
What will be your official title on Teofredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain... I am therefore required to take also your help.
It's always a... I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must... She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him...
Well, that is very unpleasant news. Since time, children born, but certain from time to time...
Are you telling...
But Sir Fontaine...
Do you mean he would have...
Well, he probably... What counts most is that you bring the breaking a...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us. This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek? Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Sir de Sade?
I've come looking for your son.
Those not...
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? I looked into the contract that binds... It was indeed you who ceded your...
It is so. But...
You should have thought of that before.
The Prince will know how to negotiate with the Norts. If they...
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in this story.
You wouldn't dare to...
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away.
All children... Locked.
Who are you?
My name is your captain is...
And were you able...
Yes.
That doesn't... I feel more...
You don't see...
I hadn't seen... Find me. My family...
Yes.
Worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's? Welcome! It's such a... Have you... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin?
Have no fear.
My cabin boy.
You do.
All we can do is plot a course. I do thank you. Your actions bring you honor.
Be back soon, Captain.